It was one of those freezing New York evenings. Snowflakes were dancing in the air, the streets were quiet, and every step left a crisp print behind. A 12-year-old boy named Tyler walked home from school, his backpack slung over one shoulder, his sneakers soaked from the slush. He didn't complain. He never did. That's just how life was. Tyler lived in a tiny one-bedroom apartment with his mom, Emma. She worked double shifts at a corner cafe, doing everything she could to keep the lights on. There was no father in the picture. No luxuries, just two people trying to survive one day at a time. That evening, something unexpected happened. As Tyler passed a quiet park, he noticed a black duffel bag tucked beneath an old wooden bench. At first, he thought it might be trash, but something about it felt different, curious. He knelt down, unzipped it, and froze. Stacks of cash, neatly bundled. Thousands, maybe millions. For a moment, he just stared. His little hands trembled as he touched the money. It didn't feel real. It felt like a dream, like one of those moments where everything changes forever. He looked around. No one. The wind howled. His breath steamed. What if he took it? What if he and his mom didn't have to live like this anymore? He could buy her a warm coat, a real bed, maybe even a little house outside the city with a garden. That kind of life wasn't for people like them. But maybe this was their chance. He zipped the bag shut and ran home. "Mom," he called breathlessly as he burst through the door. "You're not going to believe this." Emma turned around from the stove, her face pale with exhaustion. When she saw the bag and what was inside, her legs almost gave out. She sat down slowly, her eyes filling with tears. "Tyler, where did you find this?" "In the park, just lying there." They stared at it for a long time. Emma finally spoke softly. "Honey, this isn't ours. Someone lost this. Someone might be desperate right now." "But Mom, we're desperate." "I know. But taking what's not ours never leads to peace. We may be poor, but we have something most people don't." Tyler nodded. Deep inside, he knew she was right. His heart ached, but it was the right thing to do. The next morning, they went to the local police station. Officers looked at them with disbelief. A poor woman and her young son, handing over a fortune without hesitation. It just didn't happen. As they inspected the bag, one officer found a card wedged between the stacks. Property of the Harris family. That name rang bells. Mr. Leonard. Harris was a wealthy but reclusive man who lived uptown. Recently, he'd been diagnosed with memory issues and had gone missing for several hours 2 nights before. The police contacted him. When Mr. Harris saw the bag and the boy who returned it, he stared in stunned silence. Then slowly, tears slid down his weathered cheeks. "You could have kept it," he said to Tyler. "You could have vanished and no one would have ever known." "I thought about it," Tyler admitted. "But my mom said something. She said we still have our honesty. And that's something we can sleep with at night." Mr. Harris laughed softly, wiping his eyes. "That's worth more than any of this." Within days, Tyler's story went viral. News stations came knocking. Social media exploded. Headlines everywhere. Boy returns $1 million bag. He wasn't just a boy anymore. He was a symbol. A reminder that good still exists. But the story didn't end there. Mr. Harris visited Tyler's home, saw the broken heater, the cracked windows, the 2 plates in the kitchen sink. And without saying much, he did something extraordinary. He offered Emma a full-time job managing one of his properties. He offered Tyler a scholarship to one of the best private schools in the state. And most of all, he gave them a home, a real one, with soft beds and warmth and bookshelves filled with stories. Tyler never asked for reward. He didn't expect anything. He just followed the voice inside him that said, "Do the right thing." And because he did, his life changed forever. They say honesty doesn't pay, but they've never met Tyler.